Hello and welcome back to Triggers Travels with Steve and Dawn. Follow us as we complete the N2. Been trying to get a photo of storks on the nest all the trip. On to Almodovar and again to the Bombiers for the stamp on the passport. We couldn't get too many of the fire engines this time because they were all parked inside. But did see these wonderful sculptures, one of the fire engine and firemen on a roundabout and another one of a miner. Twisty road between Almodovar and Lula.
This place on the top of a mountain at a full 360. The geezer on a motorbike's just going. It's a tricky road there. The mountainous twisty road was whizzed up and literally got to whiz back down again. Woohoo!
Another stamp at Lula. And again, more fire engines. And a helicopter. We have been spoilt with lovely sunsets and sunrises. On to Saya Brasta al Portel, the penultimate stamp. At another Bombieros, where we met a lovely fireman who spoke brilliant English, as he had trained at the International Firefighting Training College in Tyneside. He took great pleasure talking to us and showing us the vehicles. They were in the process of packing away the nativity scene. Finally got to the end of the route in Faro. What a lovely place this was. Even managed to get a Triggers Travel sticker on a lamppost. Beautiful wall paintings. Not sure who this is. And to the lovely cathedral. Amazing. So, paid my ticket for the tour of the cathedral, tower, chapel of bones and the cloisters. And I'm now in the church. So the people here, no flashes allowed, but I can video. And I will try to do this as best as I can. of the tower. See these bells. And then you have these views of Port Fallow. To take some final photos of the firefighting equipment.
Hello everybody and welcome to our thoughts and feelings on the M2 we've just driven and completed today.
We have enjoyed it,
We have indeed.
but there's certain things that we think others would like to know. Not
If you're daft enough to come and do it.
No, I don't think it was daft to do it.
No,
I really
brilliant.
enjoyed doing
Yeah,
it.
it's fun.
But there are a few pros and cons on both sides for us to see and share our thoughts with you.
Yep. The worst thing I found was at the very beginning of the M2 in Chaps. We've got a 7-metre motorhome. It's not the smallest of things to wheel around, but going through the city centre of Chaps trying to find the tourist information office, I was going through some very, very tight streets, sometimes mirror-pulling-in streets, and we managed to park up quite close to the place. And when we got there on Christmas Eve, it was closed. Thank you, Seth. It was. I wasn't very impressed either.
Going on from how tight it was in the town in these narrow streets, we were disappointed for the first couple of stops, but they seemed to be cities. When we looked at the M2, we thought we were going to go through
Pretty
little villages or small towns. And to begin with, it was bigger towns and cities. And we're not city people.
Never have me, never will be.
When I hear people say, "Will you park up and walk in?" People haven't got a dog like Seth.
Seth, you understand, he's a rescue. He's never been socialised. He's scared of everybody and anything new. So, of course, cities have a lot of people in them, and he's just a nervous wreck. Of course, there's always the difficulty of parking. Parking this thing is difficult, to say the least.
In a normal car park, we're too long.
I'd say at least two, maybe 4 spaces,
we try
depending how wide they are.
Yeah, we try and find 4 spaces together so that we can park amongst them. And of course, that's not fair to other people. So we feel conscious about that. Other places will park long ways and use 3 spaces.
If there's plenty of spaces, we will, yeah.
We've had 1 or 2 people help us and point us to areas where we can park up,
Yes,
but
indeed,
parking is easier,
That was very nice.
which is nice of them. But you can't really park this on the side of the road in a tight area where it's packed with other cars as well, so it was difficult.
Starting off in the north of Portugal where we did, it was absolutely fantastic. Mountains, hills, twists, turns.
We love that.
We love that sort of thing. I'm just a mad driver. Drive it like you stole it.
No, you're a good driver.
But, we did find it a little bit chilly to start with, if I'm honest. But there we go. We've got refillable gas. And we've used 2 refills so far. With
2
just
bottles,
1 cylinder. Yeah, 2 bottles we've used.
Yeah,
And all the time since we left home on the 20th December.
because it was chilly in the morning, chilly at night, and so we just had it on tick over throughout the night while we slept, just so that if it did freeze, we did have a few days of frost.
Yeah, we did,
We didn't want the pipes and that to freeze, did we? But it was good.
So travelling south, we came across cork oaks. We saw rice paddies, believe it or not.
Loads of orange trees and olive trees.
Orange trees, olive trees. And I'm sure there's some almonds in there somewhere.
Yeah, I think there was. Lots of eucalyptus.
Lots of eucalyptus, obviously, because that's what starts the fires. Well, don't start the fires, it fuels the fires. And then when we got down to the Algarve, more hills. Far too many people, to be honest.
There's a lot of people down in the Algarve chasing the sun right in the hot weather,
Yeah,
which is understandable.
No,
But
don't blame me, that's what we're doing. As you've probably seen from the videos, my passion is for 4- and 6-wheel drive trucks. I would seriously love a 4-wheel drive truck to turn into a camper. Financial constraints, never going to happen.
and also capabilities.
Oh, capability, yeah, I suppose it's a little bit. I can glue things together.
Yeah, we're done.
But it's a dream. One day, you never know. Mr. Lotto will come clean one day, perhaps. Road conditions.
Wow. Interesting.
Interesting. Range from absolutely fantastic, absolutely terrible. You've got great cracks in the road that grab your tyres, and these cracks have grass in them. A bit like the UK, I guess. Huge potholes everywhere. Bad. But
it's the N2, it's an old road, and it's been replaced by the modern roads that run
yeah,
alongside it.
motorways and things. So yeah, it's understandable, I suppose, in a way. But come on, Portugal, more road maintenance, please. Thank you very much. Weather-wise, it's been absolutely fantastic. Dog, don't steal my nuts. It's been absolutely fantastic. We've had 3 days of rain, in all fairness, all in Portugal, since we left home on the 20th of December. And what is it today?
The
It's
13th.
13th of January. So we haven't done too bad, if I'm honest.
And it's been warm,
It's been warm, yeah.
especially down in the Algarve.
Yeah.
Today it hit 16 degrees. As we said earlier, in the north it was cold in the evenings and first thing in the morning. But even that during the day was 10, 12 degrees.
And I'm still in my shorts and t-shirt.
I've occasionally had to put a jumper on.
Yeah. Information-wise, the passport contains 3 or 4 places the QR code scan where you can get your passport stamped.
Which is great.
Which is fab, yeah. However, what it doesn't tell is what's around the area.
Which is what
Bit of a shame,
I
really.
expected it to tell me what was around the area to see, places to go, places to see, that sort of thing.
However, Google is your friend.
Reuse Google a lot. There are plenty of motorhome airs or stopovers to stay the night. Some of them are free. Some of them you have to pay a little bit of money, like 4 or 5 euros or something.
Yeah, but that includes the electric and
Yeah.
water and stuff.
Most of them
That's good.
were with services, without electric. Others included electric. But there's plenty about, and you can find them no problem. We use several apps on that, don't we?
We do camping
Camper
camper contacts, search for sites, all sorts of things. We've
Yeah.
got dozens of them
Yeah.
on the phone.
The most we paid was at a campsite for 1 night with electric, 2 adults, 1 dog, was €16.77, which I didn't think was bad at all, really, for
Still
1
had
night.
electric, still had hot showers, which we didn't use because it was cold.
Yeah.
Cold in the showers, but the hot water was hot. The shower cubicle area was cold.
Yes, and we like being a bit
Toasty.
toasty
We're old.
in camper. Well, speak for yourself, babe. But the problem we did find, and especially more in the Algarve than in other places,
Southern bit, yeah.
is that the free airs are being abused by long-staying people. They have parked up there for several weeks, or perhaps
months, yeah.
months at a time.
French, German, not so much of the Dutch, I have to say.
No, they're chasing the sun. They've come down for it's cheap, and if there's free electric, then this is being abused.
It's grabbing it.
So it makes it difficult for those that are travelling on each day or every other day.
Fit in the communities. They've got little communities, haven't they?
You know, like little cliques, isn't it?
Yeah, little communities.
So it makes it difficult for those looking for a one-night stop to find space. But I don't know how you can check or control that. Some of these free areas
do have barriers, but the barriers aren't working or operational.
Yeah, that's another thing.
So that needs to be tightened up, I think, so that make it fair to everybody. And I don't understand if you've got a motorhome why you want to stay on one place for
Well, some of them actually tow their little cars behind the motorhomes and then put the motorhome on an air and use the car to get around with. Bonkers.
It is to us, yeah. But
It is to me anyway, yeah, for sure.
that's one issue that we found is a big problem, especially in the Algarve. Okay.
One thing we've noticed is everybody is so friendly. Okay, there might be an occasional language barrier, I might mess up on a couple of things, but we get through it, they get through it, and everybody's nice. We've met a really nice chap in the fire station today, absolutely gushing about his fire engine and his fire station, and just to give us a tour of all the engines, and spend time in Tyneside at the International Fighters Training College. What about that? Good man.
Also, we do confuse people. We turn up in a French registered camping car, and then we speak English.
Or French.
Or French, and they look a bit confused, saying, "What language are you? Where you?" You know, they say, "Well, where are you from? What part of England?" Because we speak in English. What part of English are you from? England are you from? Well, we actually live in France. Oh, right. Okay. It gets a bit confusing,
It's
but
funny.
it's funny.
It's a good talking point, if nothing else.
There is one issue here in that you're on a campsite or an air, you are supposed to keep your dogs on the lead, understandably, and we always keep yourself on the lead.
Only because he kills things.
I shouldn't have said that. But there are several instances where there have been a lot of loose dogs around.
Yeah, they're everywhere, aren't they?
Yeah,
Loose
they're in the
dogs.
towns, in the villages, on the airs, on the campsites. And because they're loose dogs, you then have dog mess.
Schmoying.
So you do have to watch where you go.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but it's one of those
One
things.
of those things, yeah.
So Steve, all in all, after all the pros and cons we've just gone through,
Hmm.
would you do this again?
Oh yeah, brilliant. I had such a good time. And it's no more expensive than staying at home, really. We've got a little bit of diesel. Which is,
Diesel's more expensive here.
it's on a par with France, I think.
No, I think
Probably a little tiny bit more.
it's more.
Spain is a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
So at the moment we're just putting in €20 here and there to get us across to Spain, which will probably be tomorrow,
Probably tomorrow.
and then we can fill up again.
Yeah.
Food,
Shopping wise,
shopping wise, yeah.
big difference.
Huge difference. Cote de Boeuf, 11.44 I think it was a kilo. That's €30.
It's 28 to 30 euros in France.
Yeah, that's bonkers.
Yeah.
But still, what we lose on the diesel, we gain on the food and the alcohol.
So all in all, with the shopping and the diesel, I think it's win-win. We had beautiful weather. I've had to spend a lot of heating.
We used 2 bottles of gas since we left home on the 20th of December. That's nothing, it's refillable gas too.
Yeah, and that's what, 13, 14 euros a bottle.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. Bonkers.
So all the wood we bought for home we won't need.
Unless it's really cold, we get back in a couple of weeks.
Seen some beautiful sunrises and sunsets.
There's
Had
one
some,
going on now over there.
had some wonderful experiences. Seen some fantastic views. Met some lovely people. I had a brilliant time.
Yeah. So, thank you Portugal, thank you N2 Route,
Yes.
and let's have a wee drink tea.
Well done, Steve. We've done it.
Cheers, well done.